Next topic is drugs and alcohol use. Tobacco abuse. First of all, we are going to discuss about the tobacco. Here, mostly we are taking the smoking process. The tobacco and the tobacco related process, tobacco related products we are using for the smoking process. Smokers are generally we are using the tobacco content here. So mostly, and some of them they are chewing into the tobacco products also. Here, whether we are taking the tobacco, nicotiana, tobacco. So this is a plant. From this plant too, we are getting into the tobacco production. Nicotiana tobacco or the Nicotiana russica. So these two plants are generally we are using for the tobacco products preparation we are. So here from when to these are using means approximately the 400 years onwards, 400 years ago onwards, we are using into this tobacco and the tobacco related products we are using. So what is the disadvantage? What is the abuse of the tobacco means? Generally we are using into the tobacco as in the form of the smoke or so chewing process, that is the powder, hookah, matka, gutta, like this. The different products we are using, either the chewing process or by the smoking process we are using the tobacco products we are using. So in this tobacco we are taking means how it is causing the diseases in the human means nicotine. The tobacco is contain the chemical substance is called as a nicotine alkaloid. So it is a nicotine alkaloid. Actually the nicotine alkaloid is a yellow color odorless alkaloid it is. So it is a yellow color odorless alkaloid we are taking. Yellow color odorless alkaloid. And this yellow color odorless alkaloid nicotine we are taking when we are taking by the smoking or the chewing process. The nicotine enters into the body and producing into the carcinogen. Carcinogen is forming. So what is this carcinogen means? Benzophylline. It is nothing but as a benzophylline. Carcinogen is nothing but as a benzophylline. So because of this benzophylline, this carcinogenic agent, it leads into the cancer. Cancer is forming. Cancer is forming. Then why the youngers, mostly we are taking the teenagers are abusers with the tobacco products. So initially they are taking as a the peer force of the friends and the surrounding media and the social forces, peer forces. The tobacco products first they are using into the as a fun they are using initially. After later on they are habituated the using, they are addicted to using of these tobacco products. So what is the disadvantages of these tobacco means? Mostly it is causing the cancer, that is the mouth cancer it is causing. Mouth cancer is causing, lungs are damaged, emphysema is occurs, bronchitis is occurs. So these are the adverse effects of the using of the tobacco and the tobacco related products here. That means mouth cancers are forming, lung cancers and the mouth cancers are forming. So lungs are and the lungs alveoli are so becomes they are going to damage here emphysema condition is occurs, bronchitis condition is occurs. So these are the adverse effects of the tobacco products we are taking. So that only the tobacco, the abuse of the tobacco is causing into the these disorders. Generally, they are using the teenagers, they are habituated with the, they are addicted with the, so in this tobacco. Why they are addicted or why they are habituated with the tobacco product means, generally the nicotine we are taking means, nicotine in this alkaloid we are taking means, it is forming, it is reduce the anxiety. It reduces into the anxiety. So that only they are feeling into the some relief is feeling. Relief is feeling. The relief is feeling. So it decreases into the blood pressure is going to decrease into the nicotine we are. So automatically what it is happened? They are feeling into the, they are reducing the anxiety, the relief feeling they are getting automatically. So this nicotine when it is releases by the smoking process, so that only they are habituated the taking of the, so the tobacco products. So that only generally they are addicted for them. So this is the one habituation, abuse here. The next abuse we are taking is alcohol. Alcohol abuse. Alcohol abuse here. Abuse means we know that the over usage of the alcohol. Generally alcohol we are using ethanol or ethyl alcohol form. Generally we are using the ethyl or ethanol or ethyl alcohol form. So in this ethyl or ethanol alcoholic form, the over usage of the alcohol drinks we are taking means what it is happened means acetylation. The over usage of the alcohol, it leads into the acetylation in liver cells. So liver cells, acetylation is this. The alcohol becomes acetylated. So it is stores into the liver. So when the acetylation is occurs, the liver cells, we are taking to the liver cells. Here ADH secretions are decreases. So overall what is happened? So whenever the alcohol is consuming, so over urination is occurs. Over, that is frequent urination is occurs. Urination is into the more urine is occurs here. And not only that, this alcohol is decreased the central nervous CNS activity. It decreases into the central nervous system activity. So once they are decreases into the central nervous system activity, so they are feeling into the calm, they are feeling into the relaxation and adrenaline and noradrenaline secretions are rising here. Adrenaline and the noradrenaline glandular secretions are going to rise. Okay, so they are affected. So automatically, so they are feeling into the central nervous system activity is going to decreases. So that only in this alcoholic, general alcoholism, so these are the effects are there into the alcohol. Here the acetylation of the alcohol, ethyl alcohol, it leads into the deposition of the fat in liver. So the deposition of the fat, excessive fat into the liver, generally fats in the form of the cholesterol, it is occurs here. So fatty, it leads into the fatty liver. Fatty liver is forming here, and it leads into the not only the fatty liver. So even though the alcoholic abuse is causing into the coronary heart diseases here. So why it is forming into the coronary heart diseases means fat metabolism we are taking means the fat, that is the structural proteins, is not utilizing into the body. The proteins are not properly utilizing into the, so fat metabolism is going to decreases here. Fat it is depositing into the blood vessels itself. That is the cholesterol is depositing into the blood vessel. So it causes into the coronary hearts. More risk it is there into the coronary heart diseases here. And in the case of the alcoholism, the adverse effects of the alcohol and anxiety, loss of interest, so these are the conditions are occurs into the case of the alcohol. So these are not having into the interest into the any one of the work. Anxiety is going to decreases here. Okay. So these are the adverse effect of the alcohol. Mostly the alcoholic abuse we are taking, fatty liver is forming, liver is going to, liver cirrhosis is occurs here, and the coronary heart diseases are come. So these two are the abuses of the alcohol and the liver. Then we are going to take the drug abuse, drugs and the drug abuse here. Even though some chemicals, drugs are nothing but as a drug abuse. So first of all, what is meant by the drug? Drug is nothing but as a chemical which is using treatment, curing, diagnosis of disease. So generally these chemicals are the specific chemicals which are using into the either the treatment or the curing the disease or the diagnosis of the disease. So those chemicals are generally called as a drugs here. So these drugs, whether we are taking, generally we are using for all these purposes. We are not using into the normal concentration. We are not using excessive concentrations we are taking. That condition is called as a drug abuse here. Drug abuse. So for example, we are taking into the drugs, barbiturates, opioids, coca drugs, tranquilizers, so etc. All these are comes under the drugs only. So one by one we will discuss. Based on into their sources, the drugs are differentiated into the three classes here. So drugs we are taking means drugs are differentiated into the three classes. What are those? Opioids, cannabinoids, coca drugs here. These are the three forms of them. First one is the opioids. So opioids are forming papaver somnifera. The latex of from this latex of the papaver somnifera we are preparing into the opioid drugs. Actually, opioids are acting as a pain relievers. These are using as a pain relievers, and these are acting as a sedatives. These are acting as a sedative drugs. That means these are decreasing into the central nervous system activity, and these are also using into the pain reliever, painkiller drugs. The medicines we are using here. So what it is happening to the opioids? Opioids means opioids are having the opioid receptors are present. Receptors are presented in the brain. The opioid receptors are presented in the brain. whenever we are taking the opioid receptor, opioid drugs, these are going and binding with the opioid receptors of the brain. So when these are going to bind with the opioid receptor, the central nervous system activity is going to depressed. Okay, it is going to decrease here. So it leads into the sedativeness. Sedativeness is forming. Sedativeness is forming here. So generally we are taking the opioids. We are taking means they are the heroin, smack, morphine. So these are comes under the opioids only. Heroin, smack, morphine. These are comes under the heroin is nothing but as a diacetyl aminomorphine. It is nothing but as a diacetyl aminomorphine only. Heroin is nothing but as a diacetyl aminomorphine. So how these are working? What is the function of this heroin, smack, or the morphine means? Diacetyl aminomorphine or heroin. These drugs are when we are using to these drugs, diacetyl aminomorphine or heroin we are using, opioids we are using. So these are going and binds with the receptor molecule. Receptor molecules. So these are going and binds with the receptor molecules. Receptor molecules slow down the body function. All the body functions are, it is going to slow down. So that means it is acting as a depressant. It is acting as depressant. Suppose we are taking into these opioids. What is the nature of the opioids? Means these are odorless, colorless, bitter, crystalline compounds. These are the odorless, colorless, bitter, crystalline compounds. So these opioids are we are using for in the case of the painkillers, pain relievers and the sedatives. That means these are inducing into the sleeping time here. Sleeping time is going to rise. So it is enhancing into the sleeping time where sedative forms it. So these are the commonly a natural opioids here. The synthetic opioids we are taking, some of the synthetic opioids we are using into after the surgical operations. So to relieve from the pain relievers, we are using into these opioids. Opioids we are using into after the surgical operations. We are using as a pain relievers into the opioid forms only. This is the one of the advantage of the opioids. And these are also using the local anesthetic drugs. Local anesthesia. At the time of the surgical state, we are using into the local anesthesia. Okay. So these are the synthetic opioids we are using for some medicines in the medical applications. These are related to the opioids. Next one is the cannabinoids. That means cannabinoids. So cannabinous, sativum. The plant, the cannabinoids we are getting from the cannabinous sativum. So in this cannabinous sativum, which part we are getting into these drugs means inflorescence and leaves, flower, so etc. These parts too we are getting into the cannabinoids we are getting. So that is the cannabinous sativa we are taking. Example of this cannabinous sativa we are taking means ganja, chara, banga, ashisha. So these are the examples of cannabinoids. Okay. So these are the different examples of here cannabinoids. How these are acting means the cannabinoids are also acting on the central nervous system only, CNS only. The receptors, cannabinoid receptors. The cannabinoid receptors are presented. Receptors are presented into the brain. These are going to combine with the cannabinoid receptors. When these are going to combine with the cannabinoid receptors, these are going to decrease the body functions. The same way like that as the opioid forms only, these are going to decrease into the cannabinoid. So receptors are binded here. That time the body functions are going to decrease. An anxiety condition is forming here. An anxiety condition, and it leads into these are not into the sedative forms. Here it is into the sedative. Without sedativeness, so these are decreasing into the tension. So these drugs we are using into the tension relievers here. So we are using into the tension relief. So the tension relief drugs, and not only that, the blood pressure is going to decrease into these drugs we are taking means the blood pressure is going to decreasing here. So this is the basic function of the cannabinoids we are taking. Example we are taking the ganja, chara, bamboo. So some of the examples are there in the cannabinoids. Next here these are forming into the inflorescence, leaves or the flowers, even though resins are also presented, and the state of the chemicals we are taking means these are taken either by the snorting process or oral administration or the injection. Oral injection. That means through the snorting process also you are taking, through the orally also you are. Here we are taking means either the injections or the snorting only we are taking into the heroin or the opioids we are taking. Through the oral we are not taking. So generally we are taking through the injection and the snorting process only. Here we are snorting process and the oral injection we are taking into the cannabinoids. Next one is the coca drugs. Erythroxylum, it is erythroxylum plants are producing into the coca drugs. Coca drugs we are taking means erythroxylum plants. So for example, belladonna petrota. Okay, belladonna petrota. So in these drugs are generally acting as a hallucinating drugs. Example we are taking is LSD. These are comes under the hallucinating drugs. Here what they are doing means these are stimulates. These are interrupting. First of all, interrupted neural transmission. That means that is dopamine releasing. So these are interrupted into the neural transmission. So neural transmission is going to interrupt it, and they are decreasing into the central nervous system activity. That is so brain activity is going to decreases here, and energy is going to rising. That activates into the energy. Because of this hallucin condition is forming. Okay, hallucin condition is forming into the coca drugs we are taking. Hallucin conditions. So major function is interruption of the neural transmission by the releasing of the dopamine. So decretion of the central nervous system and the rising of the energy into the body here. So these are the examples of the coca drugs. Erythrosol, for example, atropa belladonna we are taking. Atropa belladonna we are taking. So their secretion, their alkaloids are using into the hallucinogens are using here. So hallucin. So these are based on the sources. The drugs are differentiate the opioids, cannabinoids, and the coca drugs here. So this is the one classification. The another classification based on the functions, the drugs are differentiated into the following types. So based on the functions, the drugs are broadly classified into the two categories: psychoactive drugs and the psychedelic drugs. Psychoactive drugs also called as psychotropic drugs, and the psychedelic drugs also called as hallucinogens. So psychoactive drugs we are taking, these are activates into the central nervous system. So that these are called as psychoactive or the psychotropic drugs here. They are stimulates into the activity of the central nervous system. They are rising into the central nervous system activity. So these are the psychoactive drugs here. So again these psychoactive drugs we are differentiate based on their functions. So depressants, mood altering drugs here. The depressants we are taking, these are going to decrease into the central nervous system function here. So they are depressed into the central nervous system. Okay, and in that too, these are acting as a sedative drugs or the hypnotic drugs here. So that only these are called as a sedative drugs or the hypnotic drugs. Hypnotic. So hypnotic condition is forming here, not in the completely sleepy condition, not into the active condition here. So intermediate condition is called hypnotic status. That condition sedativeness is forming. Depressant. So central nervous system activity is going to depressed here. Example we are taking barbiturates. Barbiturates are example of the depressants. So what these are doing means these are increasing into the sleep time we are taking. Sleep time is increasing here. So that only these are called as sleep inducing drugs. These are nothing but as sleep inducing drugs. Example we are taking benzodiazepines and these are acting as an anti-anxiety here. Anti-anxiety. Anxietiness is going to decrease. That means calmness is forming, relaxation is forming, sleep time is going to increasing. So that means to decrease the stress levels, generally these drugs are suggested into the medical use we are taking. Means these are forming into the sleep inducing. Sleeping pills we are taking means they are nothing but as depressants only. They are rising into the sleeping time here. Examples we are taking means barbiturates and the benzodiazepines are comes under the in this category. Next one is the mood alternators. Here these are the depressants. Central nervous system is going to depress it here. Here the mood swinging based on the psychological status are differentiated and the altered by this type of the psychoactive drugs we are taking. That the tranquilizers, opioid narcotics and the stimulants we are taking. First one is the tranquilizers. Example we are taking benzodiazepines is the best example for the tranquilizer. So in this tranquilizers what they are doing means sleep time is increasing without formation of the sedativeness here. Actually sedativeness here also, these are also depressants also. So sleep time is rising but with the sedativeness. But the tranquilizers we are taking means tranquilizers are not inducing into this. They are not forming into the sedativeness. Without forming the sedativeness, they are rising into the sleep time here. Sleep time is going to rising here, and the tension is going to decrease, and it leads into the calmness. Okay, so this is the action of the tranquilizers. Example we are taking so benzodiazepines are comes under the tranquilizers. Next one is the opioid narcotics. Opioid narcotics we are taking so opium, morphine, codeine, heroin, all these are comes under the opioid narcotics only. So what they are doing means brain activity. Opioids already knows that. Opium you know that. Okay, so it is a papaver somniferum. So their derivative form, their latex derivatives only. So these are decreasing into the brain activity. Brain function is going to depress here, decreases here. So decreases into the brain activity and the stimulates into the nervous system here. Nervous system is going to stimulated here, and it leads into the pain relief. Generally we are using into the painkillers. We are using into the painkillers. That is the opioid narcotics. This is the function of the opioid narcotics. Next one is the stimulants here. Stimulant. This is the completely opposite to that of the opioids we are taking. Stimulants are acting. Example we are taking the coffee, tobacco, amphetamine. So these are comes under the stimulants. So what they are doing? Sleepiness is going to decreases. These drugs are going to alertness is rising. Fatigue conditions are going to decreases. Central nervous system activity is going to rising by the rising of the blood pressure. Blood pressure is suddenly is going to rising into the these alkaloids. Most of the stimulants are into the alkaloid forms only. So caffeine alkaloid, tobacco nicotine alkaloid, amphetamine is alkaloid. So all these alkaloids are doing into these functions. So that only that persons are feeling into the activeness here. So suddenly the refreshment mood is getting into these stimulation is occurs into so by the taking of these drugs. Next one into the drug functions. Psychedelic drugs are the hallucinogens here. So what are the examples of the hallucinogens? LSD, psilocybin, marijuana, ganja, chara, all these are the psychedelic drugs. So by the taking of these drugs is feeling of hallucinogen status is formed. Hallucinogen status is nothing but as a depression of the central nervous system. It is a in-between status of the sleep and the active condition. So that state is forming because of the psychedelic drugs or the hallucinogen drugs. The excessive dosage of these drugs is leads into the sleepiness. Okay, so that is the hallucinogen drugs. So based on the drug functions, their physiological functions, these are the different forms of the drugs. Whether these drugs we are excessively using, any one of the person is excessively using to getting into the escape from the tension, anxiety, stress, these conditions, excessively we are using, it leads into the dependency or it leads into the abuse of the drugs or the dependency or the addiction of the drugs it is occurs. So this is related to the drug abuse we are taking. Up to here it is comes under the human health and the diseases. All these topics are under the human health and the diseases.